And now we're here with the third place match. Just one more match before the finals here, and that's going to be Team Durambo versus Team Bynthollow. As you can see on the nowhere on the screen there, but we're just pointing it out for you now.
Are you ready, folks?
Now, are you ready, folks? Are you ready, Mr. Freeze? Who do you think might be able to take this next game?
I think this will be a really close match. The first game we saw was a pretty close match. iCrumb and Dark Killer did pretty well against Solo Kitty Coops. I think that iCrumb and Dark Killer end up taking the win here, but I don't think that they're going to get all both games in the best of three, and even rounds will probably be going back and forth.
Especially with Bynthollow pulling out a lot of grenade launcher strats, I don't think these players have a lot of experience with dealing with it unless they've scrimmed here and there, but I really don't think they've been scrimming all too much either. I mean, it's kind of hard to set something up like that.
Dealing with the grenade launcher it's mostly staying out of the way if you can, and if you can take them out, you can take them out. But in a 2v2 map like this far, this long, it's kind of hard to get the shots you need to. And it looks like we have one clone from each team on point to contest on second loop as we move into the third.
As we move into the third loop here, checking out some of the guns here. No grenade launcher, all SMGs, and it looks like a battle over on the middle point here with Karumbo able to steal the health pack away from that clone too. Meanwhile, we see Karumbo getting fired on by CDHollow, but Karumbo's going to make a little bit of a quick getaway because he's a speed demon. And now the push on top of the point here. It's only CDHollow and Bynther alive on top of the point. They might be able to survive, and yes, they will. That's only clone 3s and clone 2s on top of the point, bringing it to overtime.
We still do have both home health packs up. All three mid packs have been taken. It looks like a rush is coming out from iCarumbo. We saw him do this last time, using that speed to his advantage to try and put pressure on the opposition. Though he does take that a little bit late.
And I think with him taking in that late, that clone 1 essentially is going to have a fate of death where he's not going to be able to... he's going to get desynced nice and early because they'll know where he'll come from, and they can easily steal the health pack, but it's definitely going to put a lot of pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, he took it at 10 seconds. Maybe it wasn't quite as late as I thought. It's probably pretty hard to get there any sooner. But it still is almost halfway through the loop.
So he was still able to pick up that other health pack over in the base here, but with a sliver of health, he might get deleted on the next and third final loop. But right here, right now, it looks like iCarumbo's clone 2 is able to survive. But clone 1 and clone 2 for CDHollow, or clone 1 for CDHollow, clone 2 for Bynther alive on top of the point. Loop number 3. And CDHollow is super low as well as Bynther. They might get taken out. No, they managed to escape and make their way back into the base here. But it doesn't look like they have enough time to pay attention to Karumbo's clone 1. No, CDHollow is able to steal the health pack just before Karumbo's clone 1 takes it and bring him back into the game, taking CDHollow or Karumbo's clone 1 out of the game. Now they're going to make their push on top of the point. That's going to be Dart taken down. Karumbo playing it more defensively, and they're still bringing it to overtime. Karumbo in a huge, great position for the next loop.
Yeah, Karumbo's 3 just staring down that point. He's going to have some free shots down on the 3s that are on blue when they spawn in. So that is not looking good for blue team.
On top of that, he's going to be in a very good defensive spot. You can see him right next to the barrier with the desynced kind of clone there, the little ghost on the side. So he can easily walk, just shoot, fire whoever he wants to take out, and hide behind the barrier, but he's got to watch out for that barrel.
Yeah, he does. It might be better if he drops down even, but we'll see what he does.
Number 2, Karumbo's clone 2 does get taken down, and with no health packs up, that's going to be up to Dart. But do I hear a grenade launcher? Yes, I do. That's going to come in from Bynther.
Bynther's grenade launcher peppered the right side of red a little bit, so iCarumbo, if he goes behind that cover on his 3, he might get taken out there. We'll see if he notices that, but those grenades, they're pretty well placed. You got some on the cover, some on the right side as well, though it might be a little bit too late for the left side of red.
And we're coming in the moment of truth. Karumbo able to take down one clone 3 along with the clone 2 as well, and I believe that was his, but now he's playing more aggressively, trying to take down whoever he can. He takes down the clone 2, it looks like for CD, or no, for Bynther, so that grenade launchers are gone, and that looks like it's going to be the point in the first point going in favor of Durambo.
So long as they can take down that last clone too, which they can. Both of Blue's threes died early on. The first three dying almost immediately, and this last one, as Bynther goes behind cover here, he gets taken out. And that gives them a pretty clean round cleanup here for red.
Exactly, and with Karombo able to just forcefully go into the opponent's base and put so much pressure, that gave Dart so much freedom to do whatever he needed to do. But here we are, new loop. Refresh.
Right between the eyes.
But not looking so good for Bynther as Dart able to take him down. He comes back in with a middle health pack here to take out Karombo. He's gonna try to take down Dart over in the center point, and he does. Along with his homeboy CDHollow, Bynthollow is gonna be on top of the point, loop number 1.
Bynther and CD. Good shots by them. Red team took both of the side health packs. I did not see who grabbed mid, but I'm sure that will be stolen eventually.
It was Bynther that grabbed mid, but yeah, most likely they're gonna play around it sooner or later. At some point. See Bynther, that comes right back up with the health pack here. And Karombo coming in from the other side here to try to take down as many members of Bynthollow as he can, but he's hiding, body blocking with that Bynther clone 1. CDHollow hesitating to shoot it a little bit.
Saw pack stole by Bynther on, I believe it was Dark Killer's clone 1.
Now we'll see if they're going to play around that here. We see Karombo playing over in the center point. He does take that health pack away from Bynther's clone 1, but he does get re-desynced by Bynther's clone 3. Now Bynther's clone 3 did get desynced as well. He has to rush towards his base to pick up the health pack, and he managed to do that, but Dart on top of the point, wrecking havoc, but he's going to get taken down, and that's going to be the first point for Bynthollow.
We're going to see here's a little bit of a switch. Did blue have loop control in second loop? I thought that it was red. Either way, blue does come out on top here. We see CDHollow up on home, taking some good shots. Bynther actually has 3 resyncs at the home health pack. He's able to provide some covering fire as CD's 3 jumps on, who ends up dying, but the clone 1 and clone 2 of CD take point for Bynthollow.
And that's pretty hype, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the way these players play out, I mean, it goes so back and forth. We really don't know who's gonna be able to take that point. I mean, right now we know it's gonna be the Rambo here, but on future loops, as they were coming in strong, they were able to get turned on, and Bynthollow getting the point instead.
Ikrumba stole that health pack. He gets a good shot through mid onto the opponent's clone 1 and comes up here. That one does do some damage, but it is a loop 1 clone, so not extremely threatening.
And speaking of threatening here, Bynther with the grenade launcher, gonna explode all across the map, but just as he makes his push towards a point, he gets desynced along with his friend CDHollow. Bynthollow taken down with 3 clones on top of the point for Durambo. Speak of Dart calling in toxic on the grenade launcher shots here, but Bynthollow doesn't seem to care. They're gonna play around the center point. Karombo able to steal that health pack here. He does get desynced, and CDHollow gonna steal the health pack to try to put more pressure back into the game after he gets brought down pretty low. It might be Bynthollow coming out on top here. We'll have to see. They do take out all members of Durambo, and they get the point.
I believe it's Ikrumba. He gets taken out, resyncs at a health pack, and gets taken out immediately after. This was at midpoint, and that forces him to go all the way back to his home to resync a second time in this loop, and he just does not have enough time to clear point to give his team the support he needs. And I believe Darkiller is taken out before he even got up to point. So well played by Bynther and CDHollow. Taking out Ikrumba gave them a little bit of the advantage they needed to secure that round.
This is the comeback story that could be the most exciting part. I mean, we thought Durambo might be the ones taking this game. They had a little bit of advantage, looked a little bit better in the last game that they played, but Bynthollow showing that the game's not over yet. This 2v2 is gonna be ours as long as we keep playing the way we're playing. Now I wonder if this game is influenced very heavily by those grenade launcher shots. Mr. Freeze, have you noticed anything very significant coming in from those?
I expect to see a little bit more grenade launcher. The grenade launchers have definitely done some work. We've seen them take out a couple of clones, which would sway the tide of the game to some extent. I haven't seen anything that has been extremely key yet, but it definitely has been helping. And Bynther has in the previous game, JP versus him had some really good shots as well. He's really accurate with it.
Ooh, and it looks like that's already going to be CDHollow taking down nice and early. He's got the health pack to come right back up here, but Bynther, oh, he's trying to make a play to try to take down whatever clones he can on top of the point, but he got desynced here, and now it's going to be all of Bynthollow's team going to get taken down. Rambo getting their second point, bringing us to the battle for the point number 5.
Early kills on those 3 is what really decided this game here. See, CDHollow gets taken out. He has the pack available to resync, which he does. Bynther on the right side gets taken out from, I believe it was home of red. And then as CDHollow's 3 jumps onto point, he gets taken out as well, leaving red to take this round 2-2 now as we go into the final round of this game.
Oh no, Rambo, yo, want to see something cool? Pulls out the grenade launcher. What's he gonna do here? He's on the hunt. He's trying to figure out who he can find here. What? Wait, what? Is he shooting through the... What is happening?
An interesting strategy there. An air burst ends up being, I don't think that will kill anyone, but good to know. I wonder if that grenade can actually hit any clones that move through the pack.
Wait, we gotta see that again. Did that shoot through the wall? Oh my god, Karambo.
To the ground, yes. Mm-hmm.
Because we were spectating first person. Oh, I see it there. Oh no, that clone 3. They love to play around those defensively. Oh man, yeah, that can kill people at home.
Blue team needs to be careful of that clone. He is on their barrier, so it is an easy kill to deny those air bursts. But yeah, if they try to jump from home ramp while those are going off, they could easily get destroyed.
And especially since Karambo he's a speed demon. He gets there no time here, but they don't even notice that he's there. It looks like nobody's gonna play over at the base here. Karambo is actually gonna play around that base. He might get desynced himself. No, that clone 1's alive. He's playing defensively, trying to take the health pack away, and that's gonna be the point for Rambo.
They score!
And Bynther's 3, he takes that home health back, but it's far too late. He gets desynced here. He's not able to get around in time. iCrumble does not grab the health pack. I thought he was going to deny the resync, but it looks like it did not matter regardless. iCrumble's 3 had an interesting angle here from Blue's home. I don't think it was quite expected by Bynther and CDHollow.
I don't think
3-2.
anybody expected that. I mean, how can you expect Karambo just walking into their base and shooting through the wall?
Yeah, those airbursts actually did not do any damage to Blue. Looks like Blue team, they kind of avoided that area potentially because of that. But yeah, that could be an interesting interesting kill if it had gone off.
And I'm very surprised that at this point of the game, they're still able to pull out something from their bag of tricks. But at the moment, we are going to take a short break as we get the next game set up. Game number 2 in the best of 3 match with a third place in the 2v2 tournament. That's going to be Team Durambo versus Team Bynthollow. Right now, Team Durambo leading with game number 1, making their way to try to win game number 2.
Are you
Mr.
ready,
Freeze, do you
folks?
think there's any chance of a comeback from Bynthollow?
Well, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't call it a comeback. Those games were so close. It went two rounds of 3 rounds. Um,
Between the
I
eyes.
think it's anyone's match right now.
And it really is. I mean, the way that Bynthollow has been playing too, when they pull out those grenade launchers, they do so much zone control, and it's so hard to just dodge an explosion coming in from all points of the map, especially with all that hecticness. But it doesn't look like they're pulling out grenade launcher quite yet in this game.
No, it hasn't been used too frequently. It can backfire pretty easily. So, and if you use it all the time, it's not as much as a surprise.
Nailed it. What a paradox.
But a little bit of a party on point here. 1 clone of red on, 2 from blue. Third loop starts now.
The third loop starting. Gonna be where the point could be decided here, but the way these players have been playing, they have been able to clear all clones on top of the point here. Respecting Karamba here with CDHollow over at back in base, getting chunked down pretty low, versus Bynther all the way back at base. It looks like those two players are providing the cover fire, but 0.85 seconds left on the clock. They're gonna make their push, and Dart just barely surviving, but gonna get taken down at the very last second, giving the point to Bynthollow.
Good cleanup on point, but look at Bynther's clone here. He actually rushes with his 3, takes out the 2, gets behind Dark Killer, who has no idea he's there, and then takes the health pack to prevent his resync. That was a key turning point, I think, in this round. The kill from behind gave them an advantage on point, and then they were able to clean up both 3s still alive on red. Good round taken by CDHollow and Bynther.
Very, very close point. I mean, Dart's clones were basically just there about to live with that little bit of HP, but just as you said there, their surprising sneak attack from the side. Actually, I thought Karamba would be doing something. Oh, I guess he's not on the other team.
Yeah, if we see any pushes, it probably will be from Icarumbo from blue into red. We've seen him do it in the past.
Yeah, especially since you can get there so fast.
Mm-hmm.
What I would want to see is a speedrun contest with Karamba in the mix, or like some kind of parkour contest where they gotta jump from point A to point B.
Like even like a parkour like time trial mode in this game would be really cool.
Number 3. Players all gonna use SMG still. Looks like not a whole lot of variation. Karamba playing aggressively again. He spots out CDHollow, but on a 2v1 scenario, he gets desynced. He picks up the health back, gets desynced again. Now CDHollow has little to no HP, but he's still gonna make his push. No, Dart is able to take him down just as he makes it. Karamba still back up. Where the heck did he get that other health pack? Who knows? But he's gotta get the next point.
Icarumbo's 3, it looks like he took the mid health pack, which was still up. I'm surprised it was not taken already. Allows him to resync. Oh, the side health pack as well is up. He resyncs twice there. Yeah, I think that's really interesting. Usually you will see those mid health packs all gone to the point where I wasn't even really paying attention that round. I thought that they were all gone, but there's still 2 available. That let Icarumbo resync twice. If red team had been controlling those health packs properly, Icarumbo would not have been able to come back and really put so much damage down.
And yeah, I'm still super surprised that no one picked up the health pack. I think it's because it's on Karambo's side. Usually he gets there so fast, it's really hard to contest. So he kind of set it up in a way where he got it there so early so many times that they just decided to ignore picking up that health pack.
Yeah, I think that might have been from both players here. When you push the health pack, when you rush, you kind of leave your clone out to die, because once he's in that cubby, easy pre-fire. You know exactly where they're going to be. And it looks like mid health pack is actually going to be up the entire length of the loop 3. So we'll see if that gets used.
Looks like Karumbo might be the one to use it. He's typically the fastest one to be able to get there and play around there, so it's a huge advantage. I spectate him here. Yep, he's making his push. No one's gonna really compete him, but CDHollow is waiting on the side here along with Bynther. They know CDHollow from the side. Bynther distracting Karumbo from picking up that health pack. There's no health packs for him to pick up except for the one back in base, but it looks like Dart already picked it up, and now they're gonna make their push. Dart is already taken down with Clone 3, but Bynther, unfortunately, not able to seal the deal. It's gonna bring it into overtime.
Unfortunately, red team had 2 clone 3s up. They had the advantage. They just weren't able to quite get the kills. And that play from CDHollow, he went after mid and then made it look like he's backing off, went around the right side. And while Karumbo was concentrated on his partner, he stole it from him and killed him at point blank range. Good play by CDHollow. They unfortunately couldn't clean up. Leads an OT. CDHollow has a grenade launcher out this time around, and when you don't have any health packs up, that is going to be a little bit more deadly.
And I'm still just really hyped from CD taking that health pack away from Karumbo. I mean, usually you see Karumbo just speeding around it, but I mean, ninja style comes in play for CD. Oh my god, that was so cool to watch.
He just assumed he had it, which he had the right of way to it, but CD just said nope.
Oh, an explosion coming in. That must have been from Bynther, unfortunately, desyncing CDHollow or bringing him very low, allowing Dart to pick up the kill, but doesn't matter as Bynthollow has 3 members on top of the point. Now, Bynther's Clone 3, the only one on top of the point. He might get pre-fired on by homeboy squad of Bynthollow. No, he manages to survive, and only Clone 1 for, I believe it was Dart that got taken down. Now the grenade launchers are still in play. CDHollow is trying to figure out where the opponent team is, trying to make his push. 3 seconds left on the clock. He's gonna get on top of the point. No, he backs out here to allow them to come into the point for easier time to fire. But there's Clone 2 again, bringing us to overtime.
Another overtime. Karumbo's 3, when he pushed the left side of blue, he actually took out CDHollow and had a really good angle on Bynther as Bynther was pushing up there. Unfortunately, that Clone 2 is going to push another OT, which means that we are doing it again. This is the third OT number 3.
OT number 2.
Or yeah, OT number 2, third actual round technically.
I see only the Clone 2. Top of the point for Bynther. Might have to make a getaway here. Watch out for a little bit of pre-fire. They're coming from all directions, even his own team. But he managed to escape with 25 HP. That might be a different story, loot number 3. But for now, he's actually going to play aggressively. Usually they play very defensively. And the Clone 1 being taken out for Bynthollow. Clone 1's again. And now the only on top of the point is Karumbo 360. And he makes the shot.
I don't think that the 360 was flashy, but I think it was a little bit like he was looking around point as well. I don't think he noticed. You can see in the chat there, he didn't actually see Bynther pushing up that ramp to last. He will know for the third loop, though.
Ooh, it looks like Clone 3 actually taking down CDHollow. That's not gonna looking good. It's up to Bynther's Clone 3 to steal the deal and try to save this game here, but he gets spot out here by Dart. It looks like he's gonna make his push on top of the point, allow the clones to do their work, do their magic. You gotta take down the Clone 3, but what? Not on top of the point? He's close. Look how close. Yeah, he's super close. And this is why point equals win, guys.
That's why every clone needs to end on point, just in case this sort of thing happens. This is something we haven't seen in a while. It's an OT happens. It's usually because there's more than one, at least one clone from each team.
Man, we're only in the battle for the third point in game number 1. We're just even like the final game of the best of 3 match. This is just already so hype. If it keeps going on like this is gonna be scary. So I guess Mr. Freeze, you did foresee the future of a third overtime.
I guess I did. Yeah, you are correct.
Mr. Freeze already living in 2030. Meanwhile, we're still in 2021. Now, speaking of future, we are in the future loop, final loop. Number 3, we see Bynther crumble on top of the point. Oh, crumble getting destroyed right on top of the point by Bynther. That's going to be a very hard game for Dart to come back from. He's going to play safely around the base, trying to pick off whoever he can, but he doesn't get spotted out quite yet. He spots out Bynther's clone 3, might be able to take him down. He gets brought down to 25 health. He's got to make his push, but he gets desynced. Only Dart's clone 2 and Crumble's clone 1 still alive. No, they get taken down. It's the point for Bynthollow.
Very last moment clearing point there. We see iCarumbo, he gets taken out immediately. I think he was just already in Bynther's side. He was in midair, so he can't sidestep to avoid that first bullet. Makes it a really easy headshot from Bynther. Gets taken out. And Bynther has a good push here onto Dart. Dart actually does catch him out, like you said. They have a good fight there. And then they both run a point. Unfortunately, there's just more red clones than there are blue.
Oh no, Karamba, want to see something cool? Oh, what? Oh no, are they gonna do it? Oh, they are. They're doing the first invisibility strat in the 2v2 tournament. And we see one of them is gonna pick up the health pack. But how's this gonna play out?
iCarumbo did. You know, whenever you do a double invisibility strat like that, the health packs on here are limited. On this map especially. Well, never mind. I'm getting confused. iCarumbo's the one who initiated it, so he has to take the health pack because that clone is going to be dead.
It doesn't look like it's going to be the case here. You can see, oh, a double invisibility strat play, and they've got so much more room to do stuff like that. And with the mischief and mayhem that this game is going to produce, oh man, what's it going to look like?
A solid attempt.
Yeah, and interesting, Red is not taking any health packs. You would expect with all these blue clones being invisible, they're going to pop into existence here at the beginning of the first loop. If those clones die and they didn't take any health packs previously, they're going to stay dead.
Headshot.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how this plays out here. Clone 1 for Darambo gonna get taken down here for Karambo, so now it's up to those clones. Clone 3 for CDHollow, forced to pick up the health pack here, but one clone 3 already. Karambo getting taken down. They're gonna make their push. It looks like it's gonna go into overtime, but Dart and CDHollow's clone 3 on top of the point.
And watching those invisible clones whenever they came back, it didn't look like they got really enough damage to make that invisibility strat really successful. Unfortunately, they almost had it. They had very few red clones on, but they needed some more bullets down from those invisible clones. They didn't quite land the shots like they needed to. I don't think either clone really did. Any of the 4 clones really did. So this OT is going to be currently in Blue's favor.
Now, loop number 2, it looks like we've got Karambo on top of the point, or close by at least. Might be able to desync any one of the clones here. He rushes alongside with Bynther's clone 1. Not going to focus him out here. Back in CDHollow, there's still one health pack over on the side here they managed to pick up here, but Bynther able to get a kill onto, looks like Karambo. Dart's clone 2 still alive. They're going to rush on top of the point here, but Bynther's going to get taken down, and that's CDHollow all by himself on top of the point, full HP.
CDHollow's 2 gets a lot of final kills here. He did push into Blue's half, kind of overexposing himself as he played behind Blue's cover there, so see if that gets countered.
Oh, the pre-fire coming in here. That's going to be one clone for Bynthollow's team taken out. Dart able to secure the deal, but the health pack's still up. Bynther is back in the action here. He does desync his clone 2, unfortunately, but doesn't matter. His clone 3 is still alive. That's the most crucial clone 3. CDHollow is going to make his push, and that's going to be Bynther. He's able to seal the deal. One more shot. He does it. That's going to be the point and game for Bynthollow.
Really close. Bynther and CDHollow take this game 3-1. Which means we're going to a game 3 here. Bynther, or CDHollow's 3 getting taken out early on meant that he needed to take that health pack, and I was worried that they were going to, both his clones were actually in that cubby hole at the very end there. Surprised it wasn't a fish in a barrel situation, but he made it out and they were able to take it.
And guys, that is game 3 hype. So we'll take a short break as we get the next game set up here, but just sit tight, relax, and enjoy some tunes. Welcome back, everyone, to game number 3. Game 3 hype for the third place match. It's going to be Durambo versus Bynthollow.
Both teams have one under their belt. First match went 2-3. Second went 3-1. This one's gonna be close too. I'm just gonna say that now.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any grenade launchers just yet here, but Karambo not going to be contested as he makes his way over onto the health pack.
Nailed it.
Oh, what? Did he get ganked from behind by Bynther? 2v1
did.
strat?
Going for it.
Both
pretty-
blue clones are actually almost full HP on point right now.
I mean, you saw CDHollow kind of distract Bynther a little bit just by peeking just enough, and then Bynther coming in from behind and taking out that clone.
Yeah, it looks like Icarumbo's gonna be looking for that here though. So he
Well-
knows he was taken out behind, but that one is already in.
It doesn't look like it turned out well for Karambo's clone 1, as Bynthollow is going to be able to seal the deal with 4 clones on top of the point. They're looking very good this round.
Technically 3, CDHollow's 2 did not quite make it on, unfortunately. We'll see if that has an effect.
Now Durambo gonna try to take down the Bynther's clone 2. It gets taken down here. It looks like Karambo actually got taken down, but it manages to come back with the health pack. Now Dart with the health pack gonna make his push on the way to the point here. And it looks like clone 3 is already down for Bynthollow. Their last 2 clones to get taken down, and that's all members of red team on top of the point.
Turns out it doesn't matter, all the blue clones are dead anyways.
I think only Karambo's clone 1 didn't make it. Everyone else did.
Yeah, all the red. I'm actually not quite sure. I was trying to see what happened there that made such a quick turnaround. I didn't quite see it. I think the clones on blue's 2 clones just kind of got taken out by red's 3. So that always keep track of everything that's going on though, in 2s especially.
Ooh, Dart on a 1-on-1 battle against Bynther. Bynther looks like he's coming out on top here. CDHollow able to finish the deal and also take down Karambo in the process. It's going to be Bynthollow looking strong, loop number 1. Not a whole lot of varying strategies here. No grenade launchers, just SMGs.
Bynther went straight for mid pack here. He's putting down some good damage. Controlled there. He's on point now, but he does.
Second save.
They are going to be able to get this for the second point loop control here. I am a little bit afraid of Bynther's clone just because he did some good damage, got some kills, but he hesitated at mid, which means that can get stolen from him, especially someone as fast as Icarumbo. May happen right now.
Now it looks like Dart and CDHollow are going to play home base safely, trying to pick out and fire against each other and provide some covering fire, but Karambo over on the bottom side here going to be joined by Dart as he makes his way already on top of the point here. Both players try to take out whoever he can. CDHollow gets brought down super low, Dart gets taken down, but Karambo is still alive on top of the point with a fellow clone, bringing him to overtime.
A lot of clones on this midpoint here. There's going to be some pre-fires going out. We see all the 1 clones are dead. They both jumped on, put some pre-fires down on point, and it's just a bit of a regulation match now. All the health packs gone, though.
Looks like Dart's going to get taken down along with Bynthollow. Only Karambo is alive on top of the point with a quarter of HP.
Fortunately, sees 1, the last bullet is actually delivered to him by his own teammate.
We are clone 2s for Durambo are going to be the ones that are on top of the point loop number 2. They're going to rush back to the base here. Bynther actually going to take down that clone 1, steal the health pack. That's going to put a lot of pressure over onto Durambo. He's able to come in from the back and take down all the members of Durambo. Bynthollow coming in strong, loop number 2.
If there's any clone on blue team that red needs to take out, it's Bynther's 2 here. He gets across, takes out that 1, steals the health pack, and then kills both the 2s from behind with that cheeky angle he has there. They need to cancel that.
That's easier said than done as Karambo gets taken down. CDHollow already rushing towards the red side base. But we see also Bynther is going to make a dash for it as well. He got a little bit of pre-fire action, but the health pack did get taken down. Now CDHollow's got a sliver of health, and Bynther's clone 2 is taken down. There goes CDHollow, and I think Bynther's clone 3 is already taken down. So it's going to be up to Durambo to close out this point, and they do. That's going to be the second point for Durambo.
iCrumbo's 3 gets taken out early on point here, but he has that home health pack to get to. He's actually able to speed around and grab it. Darkkiller leaves it for him, and we see Darkkiller actually takes out Bynther's second clone here, denying those kills on the previous 2 clones. Well, actually, they may have been dead already, but it was a good play to take out that clone 2, prevent the damage, help swing the tide in that favor. iCrumbo's 2 did live, and we see, I think, 3 clones on point there for the capture.
Back with a refresh on this game. Loop number 1, and it's looking like Durambo might be closing this game out as they haven't lost a single point.
A solid attempt.
Karambo even getting on top of the point, full HP, not getting touched once.
He had a nice little slide kill there and on CDHollow as well, kind of slick.
Oh, here comes the grenade launcher from CDHollow. CDHollow is very well known to be a god shot when it comes to those. But we'll see how that translates over in the 2v2 map. Not able to take down Karambo's clone 1. Gotta be careful for the clone 2s. Gonna make his push on top of the point with pistol, not dealing enough damage or really any with that grenade launcher. It looks like Durambo might be closing out this next loop.
Interesting, we see some explosions actually happening on Blue's side. They may be expecting a bit of a push here.
Now with the stakes this high, this is going to be the battle for the third point, and it could go in favor of Durambo. A lot of members already taken down from both sides, and oh, that goes down for Bynther, it looks like, but he's going to make his push. He gets taken down as well, and that's all of Durambo's team going to be on top of the point for the game and match win.
And that is a sweep from Red. Interestingly, I expected this to be closer for Blue to take some rounds off, and the rounds themselves were close, but you know, it just takes a little bit to end up sweeping someone really whenever each round if you just take out the last few clones. In that last match I saw, there was a kill on, I think it was CDHollow's 3. iCrumbo just caught him in that corner of that health pack, was able to get the easy kill on him there, and that of course didn't help Blue's team out at all. So good games though, and that's going to go in Durambo's favor. They're going to take 3rd place.
Congrats to Durambo, and now guys, sit tight. We are here with the next and final match. That's going to be literally the finals. JD versus So Koopy, so stick around. We'll be right back.